What is up, YouTube? What is up? What is up? What is up, YouTube? It's your boy Zed, back at it again with another video. And today we are going to talk about sitting with a patient. As you all know, I do these videos, some of them mostly when I get off of work. I am just now leaving a 12-hour shift, another 12-hour shift. And yeah, last night was my second time, or maybe third time, that I was sitting with a patient. And I thought last night, you know, this is something I don't see many videos on, so I figured why not give my take. I think this is a very important part of being a CNA because you are able to see all facets of what it means to be a CNA. Last night I had the opportunity again to sit with the patient, what we like to call sitting with the patient. I know it reminds me of like home health care, where you sit with one patient and you get their vitals and stuff like that. But sometimes you have something called a IVC, which is like an involuntary commit patient, which means that they basically are not there on their own will. And they would need someone to, you know, make sure they don't do harm to themselves or harm to others, and just to kind of monitor them and keep an eye on them. Those are your IVC patients. You also have patients that are kind of combative and they can be a danger. That would be another reason to sit for a patient. But I'm not going to talk too much about my experience with it, but more like a kind of like a general experience with it due to HIPAA. But basically, you as a CNA, you'll have the opportunity to sit with the patient. I'm not sure, again, how much this relates to for nursing home CNAs, but for hospital CNAs, this is definitely a possibility. I know a lot of CNAs, when they want to pick up extra hours, they would offer to sit with the patient, because sometimes there's not always enough sitters in the building, sitters, you know, on staff to actually sit with the patient and monitor them. So then they take one of the CNAs or techs off of the floor to sit with the patient, which leaves, you know, less techs on the floor to help nurses. So this is a really cool facet of the job because you learn a lot, you're able to see a lot, and you kind of get focused on one patient for a certain select amount of time, whether that be your shift or kind of like whatever. But you're able to sit with the patient, see how a patient acts. You're able to monitor the patient, make sure they don't harm themselves. So that'll be if they're picking at IVs, which happens a lot, or if they're picking at the little soft restraint, something like a mitt, or even if they fully restrained. But if they're fully restrained, they typically don't need a sitter, because that's considered like a sitter. You put restraints on a patient so they don't harm themselves or others. They don't need an extra person sitting there just to watch them in restraints. But yeah, I see this a lot. As a tech, to me personally, sitting is very slow. It's very boring. I did it one time with a patient that wouldn't stop talking, and I just felt like I was there. And granted, we had some good conversation. It can become very taxing and tedious if you're just sitting there talking the entire time. I feel like I'm a talkative person, but that really took a toll on me. So, I mean, sitting is not the worst thing in the world. You're there for the patient. You're there to make sure the patient doesn't hurt themselves. You're there as like a monitor for the patient. So sitting can definitely be a cool thing if you let it. I'm going to make this video short because I'm posting weekly videos. There's not too much to sitting. I feel like I'm missing so much, but if I am, I'll probably just remake this video or give like an extra addition to what exactly sitting is. But that's basically the general sense of it. And typically, if you work in a hospital as a CNA, this is something that you would have to do. I hope this video helped you out. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure to follow me on the gram. Short and sweet and to the point. Yeah, CNA videos weekly. So that's all I got for y'all on this video. Stay tuned for more. Stay tuned for next week. And I might even do another one mid-week because this was a shorter video, like I said. I appreciate y'all for watching. And that's all I got. Peace.